Hi everyone, I'm June. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be experiencing Hungary. Hungary is a country in Central Europe, which is slightly bigger than its western neighbor Austria. The other countries that border this country are Slovakia, Ukraine, Romania, Serbia, Croatia, and Slovenia. In Hungarian, this country is called Magyarország. This is named after the Magyar tribes who established Hungary in 896. The leader of the Magyars at the time was the Prince Arpad, and he established the first royal house of the country, the Arpad House. In 1000, after the first king, Saint Stephen, had been crowned, the country became a kingdom. In 1301, the Arpad House died out, so kings from various houses ruled over Hungary. Later, Hungary was cut up into three parts, and a part of it was under the Ottoman rule until it became a Habsburg dependency. The Ottomans then were forced to leave, and the country was reunified. In 1867, the two most important Habsburg territories, Austria and Hungary, established the Austro-Hungarian monarchy, which collapsed at the end of the First World War in 1918. At the end of 1930s, Hungarian territory was enlarged through the help from Nazi Germany. And after the Second World War, Hungary was occupied by Soviet troops and became a social state. In 1991, Soviet troops left Hungary. In 1999, Hungary joined NATO, and in 2004, it joined the European Union. Today, Hungary is a democratic republic, and elections are held every 4 years. The current president of the country is János Áder, and the prime minister is Viktor Orbán. The capital and largest city of Hungary is Budapest, which is considered to be Paris of the East. It is one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, with impressive historical sites and fascinating museums. This city straddles the Danube River and once consisted of the two different cities of Buda on the west bank and Pest in the east. Buda and Pest united in 1873. Budapest Castle Hill contains many of the city's most important medieval monuments and museums. On top of these structures is the 18th century Buda Castle, which is a massive 200-room palace that replaced a 13th century castle built to protect the stronghold from Mongol and Tatar attacks. Buda Castle is spectacularly illuminated at night, and the castle courtyards remain open 24 hours a day. The Hungarian Parliament building is the largest building in the whole of the country and one of the most recognizable landmarks in Budapest. This building was completed in 1904 with 691 rooms. Until today, it is used by the country's government. St. Stephen's Basilica is a popular attraction for its impressive architecture, the beauty of its interior, and the panoramic views from its dome. The cathedral is dedicated to St. Stephen, Hungary's holy king and the founder of the Hungarian state. The Hero Square is such an impressive place. The figure of the Archangel Gabriel stands on top of the 36-meter column, and around the plinth you can see a group of bronze horsemen representing the conquering Magyar prince Arpad and 6 of his fellow warriors. On the other side of the column, you can see statues of Hungarian rulers. The Fisherman's Bastion was built between 1895 and 1902 and is one of the most popular points in the city for tourists. It is a collection of neo-Romanesque towers, courtyards, colonnades, and walls. It has spectacular views over the city and the Danube. Also, atop of Gellert Hill, you can enjoy the beautiful views over the city. The Cittadella was built in 1851 by the Habsburgs. The solid-looking fort was later commandeered by the Nazis and then communists. Over the course of its history, it has both protected and oppressed the local population. There are much more to see in this city, such as Margaret Island, shoes on the Danube bank, Vaidanyard Castle, the beautiful bridges, the Museum of Fine Arts, and so on. Not only Budapest, but the whole country has preserved its classic and historical attractions. Many of them show influences from various cultures, including Turkish invaders and Italian Renaissance designers. And wherever you are in Hungary, you can see spectacular mountains and lakes and beautiful river scenes as the Danube runs right through the country. Hungary's reputation for its hot springs and baths dates back more than 2,000 years to the time of the Romans. The Romans highly valued the healing effects of Hungarian thermal waters. Then, in the 16th century, the Turks built many Turkish baths in Hungary, which are still in use today. There are more than 1,000 springs there, which provide medicinal and thermal water to natural and medical spas. My mom bought this vest for me when I was a child. This is a part of Hungarian traditional women's outfit, which consists of a linen embroidered shirt, a puffy linen skirt, an apron, a bodice, a vest or other piece of the outwear, shoes, and a headdress. Hungarian cuisine is mostly continental Central European, with some elements from Eastern Europe, such as the use of poppy, kefir, and quark. Paprika is often used in several dishes as well. Typical Hungarian dish is heavy on dairy, cheese, and meats, similar to Czech, Polish, and Slovak cuisines. Langos is a Hungarian's all-time favorite dish. It is a deep-fried flatbread which is usually eaten with garlic sauce, cheese, sour cream, or even sausages. Főzőlök is a vegetable-based meal which is similar to a thick soup. For many Hungarians, főzőlök symbolizes childhood because it is a common method parents use to endear vegetables to kids. The főzőlök options are endless, but the popular versions are pea főzőlök and potato főzőlök. Fishman soup or halasle is a hot, spicy, paprika-based fish soup. It is a bright red hot dish prepared with hot paprika and carp or mixed river fish. The most famous Hungarian dish is goulash. The name derives from the gulyás, which means herdsman, because they used to be making their rich and full-filling dish in a kettle over an open fire. Goulash has a long history going back to the 9th century, but only during the 1800s did it turn into a national symbol of Hungary. And that is what I made this time. See you in the kitchen. Okay, bye.